Hello friends of football legends of the 80s and 90s. Today we travel to the legendary Estadio Centenario in Montevideo, where on 13th June 1984 Uruguay hosted England in an international friendly that turned into a true display of Uruguayan fighting spirit. The Uruguayan national team were reigning South American champions and were getting ready for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Coach Omar Boris lined up several of the country's top names at the time, including goalkeeper Rodolfo Rodriguez, Nestor Montelongo, Carlos Aguilera and Wilmar Cabrera. England, managed by the historic Bobby Robson, were also preparing for the road to Mexico '86. Among the English players who took to the pitch that night were Peter Shilton, John Barnes and Mark Chamberlain. This match was a hidden gem from the 80s back when friendlies were played with the spirit of a final. Let's relive the best moments from this exciting encounter.
Expressed disappointment yesterday when I talked to him about out to the left, Hasty on the right. And here's Alan, this is a good chance. Oh, and it's just past the far post. Montelongo's cross. Good header away under a lot of pressure by Dave Watson. I think that went out from the corner. The linesman flag is up on this side. It was Mark Hasty who got that away. And a great appeal for a penalty. And the referee goes straight and stands on the spot and gives it. And it's Acosta who will take it. And who scores, sending Peter Shilton the wrong way. And runs to milk the applause of the crowd. Well, an unfortunate start for England. Wilkins cross, Rodolfo comes for it. Rodolfo Rodriguez and takes it very well. Sends them. Alan with time to look and see what's around. That's a lovely turn. And again, he's a little unlucky. Oh, but Martinez losing it to Chamberlain. And wasn't a very good challenge. Still Chamberlain, this is an opportunity. And again, it's just wide of the post. Front of Hasty there, number 9. Uruguayan moving out. And Alan very nearly getting on the end once more. Watson cleared off the line. The Uruguayans in all sorts of problems. 3 England players got drawn to one man then. Wasn't the best of play by the defenders for a moment. The Stamps unable to recover. Well. Again, a rather telegraphed pass, and Brian Robson did very well to take that. Yeah, they cut it out. Chamberlain. Allen. And Gutierrez, it was too short. The goalkeeper would have felt the knock. I think that the defender might feel the warmth of a few words from his goal. And Montelongo inside, beautiful pace, and that's a useful cross. Duxbury did well to get up to. And the free kick will be given, and the whistles go up for the challenge by Mike Duxbury. Marked by what Paul. A lovely... Mark Chamberlain. Good team, always prepared to take on his man. Gets the corner for that. He might even get a free kick. Yes, he has indeed. Ball put out, I think, with the hand. Players on the side. Another one of them, Wilkins takes it. Hasty with a sharp header across the box. Chamberlain. And Peter Shilton coming way out of goal. Back to the Grobilars. Moncio. It hit Brian Robson. Cabrera. Carrasco. Brilliant clearance. And it's just past the post. Brilliant clearance by Kenny Barnes again. Oh, that's a good cross. Hasty with the header. That's the best thing. Challenged by Watson. Oh, yeah. Not there by Montelongo. He's in the area now. So he went, we just saw him. But no chance, the referee a little bit short. on our watches, but it's his watch which counts.
At the end of the first half, Uruguay are ahead. Luis Alberto Acosta converted an early penalty in the 8th minute. But as we've seen, England have caused real problems for the hosts. Their physical power, pace and strong aerial play have allowed them to create danger around Rodriguez's goal. It's still wide open. Let's see how it ends.
Back to Brazil, and let's hope we can find enough skill to undo any sort of challenge made by Uruguay in the second half. England now attacking the goal to our right. First man to go down is the Uruguay. Not a good header down, and Ray Wilkins with the shot. And wide of the target, which will disappoint him. Duck free, that's the free kick. Well, it's not being given, but I'm sure that was a foul. I suppose many listeners will be saying, no, it wasn't. The referee. Behind him is Allen, and behind him is Barnes. And Robson came forward to the right a little bit too soon. Wilkins, Allen again. As it is the first half, he's not having the best of fortune. Watson forward again to lend his might to the attack. Rodolfo Rodriguez with a good punch, but to Wilkins. And he's onside, is Allen. And looks for the penalty, which he doesn't get, but Acevedo had played England onside by staying back, and that could have been costly. Martinez, Carrasco, Cabrera, Acosta, return ball to him, it's much too long. Has an hour of the match, still the one goal dividing the team, scored by Acosta from the penalty spot. Is Montelongo lending his weight to attack once again, and Cabrera with the header, but he did too much. Letting it walk again, giving England trouble. But they've got men over here. Sosa with the header, straight to the arms of Peter Shilton. Aguilera, Montelongo, Cabrera waiting for the header, and he might now get the chance as Watson missed out. Disaster for England. .5 minutes of the second half gone. Cabrera was prepared for the header, didn't expect to find the ball comfortably at his feet, and he scored with no problem at all. So 2-0 to Uruguay. Carrying it off. Barnes got away this time. Hasty waiting. Oh, that's a vicious curl, but it's very, very well taken. Got to sneak off the defender. He wants it in line with the far post. Teddy Sampson on the overlap. Woodcock. Ray Wilkins. Directly into the goal. Cabrera in possession, Salazar, Sosa in the middle, Aguilera, still Uruguay keep possession, the ball holding firm, and shot way over the only a number note, is that of Brian Robson. Aguilera on the ball. Just to the right, Cabrera, the big man, on the edge of the England wall, jumping up and down. And Aguilera tries to chip, but got to. And the final whistle is blown, and England have lost the second match of their tour by 2-0. The goals themselves unfortunate. The second one from the man in the picture there, Cabrera, after a mistake. For the man with him, David Watson, after Acosta had scored the goal in the 8th minute from the penalty spot after the referee adjudged that he was...
Full time at the iconic Centenario. Uruguay defend their home turf with pride and claim a 2-0 victory. In the second half, La Celeste were dominant and clinical. England struggled to build up play or pose any real threat going forward. The 2-0 scoreline for Uruguay is a fair result. It was a thrilling night, with the Centenario in full voice, and Uruguay showing once again they could challenge a European powerhouse. Do you remember this match? If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and tell us which team or player you'd like us to feature next. See you in the next video.